What's poppin' world? I hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. If you like substance, go and subscribe, go ahead and follow. You already know what to do. Let's get into this. So today I want to touch on a couple of things, right? Let's touch on a couple of things. I know, the big bill just passed. A lot of people are in a frenzy about that. And I know, we just had the 4th of July pass, and there are a lot of people out saying, don't celebrate this, don't celebrate that. As blacks, we're still slaves. We're still this, we're still that. We're not free. X, Y, Z, right? So it's a lot to unpack here, a lot to unpack. First, I want to begin by tackling the frenzy in regards to the big bill, right? Now, I'm not going to jump into the logistics of it or the ins and outs of the big bill. But what I do know is I see a lot of people going crazy. I see a lot of people shaming Trump, shaming Republicans, shaming conservatives, shaming people who voted for Trump, all this other stuff, right? And they're mad because I think some people might lose their government benefits. Now, the thing about it is this: we should not, by and large, be leaning on government benefits for survival. I'll say it again, we should not, by and large. Now, there are a lot of people who do need and deserve those benefits. Let me say that. There are a lot of people who need and deserve it. But we should not be solely leaning into that. Another thing, the main reason I touch on this or anything in regards to the government, Republican Party, Trump, only reason, let's be clear, the only reason I dabble into that is not because I'm a huge Trump supporter, but it's solely because I see a group of people who lack faith in God. I want you to let that marinate. A large reason as to why I speak on that is because I see a large group of people who lack faith in God. And it's a shame. Even people who say they are followers of God, believers in God, so on and so forth, whenever these things happen, you see a huge lack of faith in God. And that is why I touch on this topic, right? Let's be clear. That is why I touch on it. And you see a lot of people walking in fear. And you see a lot of people who think that the world is over because these things happen, these things take place, right? Life is over. But the truth is, a lot of these people have selective outrage. They pick and choose when they want to get mad at something, when they want to bond with something. A lot of these people are actually doing well in life, but they want to jump on this bandwagon and jump on this train and jump in this victimhood and make all these complaints. And they don't look at the benefits of a lot of these bills and things that get passed. They don't look at the pluses. They look at the minuses and the negativity. That's what they're all about. They're all about complaining and living in victimhood, right? And they lack faith in God. That's the biggest thing. They lack faith in God. Stop lacking faith in God. Trust in God. No matter what the government is doing, your focus should be on your life, the people in your life, taking care of your responsibilities and chasing after God. I promise you, if you do that, everything will be all right. Take care of your responsibilities. Make better decisions in your life. Now, let's touch on the other thing, right? We're talking about not celebrating the 4th of July and we're still slaves as blacks and all of this. Let me say this. As far as not celebrating it, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's neither me, neither here nor there. I don't celebrate the holidays anyway, right? But we won't tap into that. But as far as blacks being slaves and chains and we still slave, we're not free, all of that, let me touch on that part of the conversations. As blacks, we are free. Whether you're black, Hispanic, Asian, white, whatever the case may be, all of these people in America are free unless they are incarcerated, unless they're in jail, unless they're in prison. They are free. They are free. So let's kill all that talk. Many times, a lot of the people who had that mentality, that mindset, these are people who live in victimhood. These are people who, in a lot of cases, have made bad decisions in their lives, or their family members, right? Their mama, their daddy, their aunties, their uncles, right? They have made bad decisions, or they have put that family in jeopardy in some way, shape, or form, right? These individuals are individuals who have put you in certain neighborhoods, right? Have put you in certain cities, certain sides of town. You know, many of you who complain about this stuff may have criminal records, right? You may can't keep a good job. You may lack education, right? You may have chosen the wrong person to have kids with, right? You may have chosen the wrong person to get in a relationship. You may have chosen the wrong person to get in a marriage with. You may not have the right spiritual leaders around you, right? There are a plethora of reasons as to why, if you think this way, you think that way. Now, the truth is, a lot of individuals who also push that agenda are individuals who are doing very well. And the thing about it is, they are pushing that agenda to keep you down. I'm going to say it again. They are pushing that agenda to keep you down. They don't want you to elevate to where they are. They don't want you to elevate to where they are. And that is why they push that same agenda. They don't want you to elevate. They want you to stay where you at. They want you to stay where you at. So again, they going to their nice homes. They're driving their nice cars. They're living in their nice neighborhoods. Their kids are doing well, right? A lot of people who push that agenda, they're doing it to keep you down. They don't want you to elevate to where they are. A lot of these people, I know them personally. And in real life, they're not having the struggles that they're putting out here and that they're agreeing with. They're not having those struggles. That's just not their reality. That's just not their reality. So we got to be mindful of all of that. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful of all of that. But you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. We have to find a way to get these people out of victimhood. But my suggestion is this. If you have people around you like that, do not bond with them. Stay away from them. If you stay connected to them, let it be for entertainment purposes, right? You listen, oh yeah, oh I'm so sorry to hear that. You say, oh my, I know it's bad, I know it's bad. Deal with them for entertainment purposes. Deal with them for entertainment purposes. Outside of that, do not bond with them. They do not mean you well. They're going to keep you in the mindset that's going to make you feel like because of your skin tone, you cannot be great out here in the world, right? They're going to have you thinking that. Stay away from them. Stay away from them, right? When you start talking to some of these people, just go down. Oh, that was your mom. Oh, that's your mama. Oh, that's your daddy. Oh, them your uncles and them. That's your grandma. That was your granddad. Oh, this your family. This is the type of stuff they was into. You feel it was a lot of BS, right? It was a lot of BS, and that's why they still think the same way. They went to jail for this, or they went to prison for that. Oh, y'all work. Oh, these the type of jobs they had all their life. This is the type of work. Oh, they ain't never really had. Oh, okay, that's why you think that way. Oh, this their education history. Oh, they wouldn't. Oh, they ain't go. They ain't finished school. They ain't do this. They ain't do that. Oh, okay, that's a lot of this stuff is situational, right? They say 90% of your life is personal responsibility. 10% is things that you can't control, whether it be government or whatever. They say 10% might be things you can't control or your family situation, right? But it ain't the system. It ain't the system. So we got to get these people out of victimhood. We got to get them out of victimhood. But if that's where they want to stay, if they want to down that hill, leave them where they at. Draw a line in the sand. You're going to have to draw a line in the sand and keep it moving. But we got to cut this out. We got to cut this out. You can be as great as you want to be. If you take care of your responsibilities, take care of yourself. And first and foremost, have faith in God, believe in God, follow God. That's the key one. Follow God, right? If you don't know how to do that on your own, find you a good spiritual leader who can help guide you on that path. Keep God first. That's going to be the main thing, keeping God first. And blocking out the negativity and cutting off who you need to cut off. Right? Cut off toxic people. Cut off toxic music if that's affecting you. Cut off toxic things on the internet if that's affecting you, right? Cut off toxic TV shows and movies if that's what you're watching and it's affecting you that way. But like I said, make sure you keep God first. I love you all. Be blessed.